Welcome back, you guys, at Titi's House Podcast. It is our second episode into the new year, isn't it?
Yep.
Wow.
Well, technically the first episode.
Oh, technically it is,
Yeah,
because the last one was
on
what did we talk about last time?
last week.
Consistency in relationships,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. Consistency is key in any relationship.
Oh no, you're right. This is the second episode of the
Second
year.
of the new year.
Yeah, you're right.
Did we post a
poll.
poll for the consistency? I think we did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Let me check.
Let me see what it says.
How long till you introduce a partner to family? 33% said 6 months. 33% said 1 year. And 33% said never.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why the nevers.
Maybe they know from the jump, like this person
is not going to be. But then we said your partner as though this is somebody that you're going to be with.
Yeah.
In a relationship with is what we meant by partner. Maybe we needed to clarify that because I'm shocked. Like all three of them is 33%. How long do you usually wait to introduce you? Like, because I remember when you were younger, I used to be like, I don't have no titles. There's no titles to relate. So that's not my girlfriend. This and that. So, but the girls would still be like around in the space. Yeah, but it was not like, Mom, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So how do you determine as a man, I'm asking as a man, you know, when you know that this is the person you want to be with and introducing them to your parents?
I don't even know if necessarily just because, like, that's not the factor of me introducing somebody to my family. Like, it don't mean that I'm going to want to be with them. Because you met one of my friends, like, 2 weeks ago when we went to movies. And I've known her for years, like 2 years.
Okay, so y'all been friends for a while.
Yeah,
but
so that would be more so like somebody that I know is a good person or a good, you know.
Yeah, because I don't think that just because you're hanging out with somebody that you should not introduce them to your family. Like, you might just want to hang out with because your family is cool and this person is cool. So let's just go on and hang out.
Exactly. It's like, let me bring you into my world real quick so you can see why I'm so cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's because my parents are cool.
Yeah. My family's
my mom is
family.
cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you know, for me, I think as you get older, I don't think there is like I need you to meet my parents.
Yeah.
I feel like my mom is deceased. So if she was around, I probably would because I feel like that's my mom and I want her to meet my partner. But like for my dad, I don't know. I just don't feel the need to introduce him to my pops. For what? Like, we old. Like, there's nothing that you need to protect over here. Or I think that's mostly why women, like, I'm not asking you for your hand in marriage or none of that stuff. So, but yeah, people said 6 months, a year, and then never.
But if it's somebody that I'm really, like, trying to date, then maybe, like, 6 months or maybe, I don't know, Time tells, like, how does the world put it together?
I think usually people bring them around the holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's is like your major holidays.
You might meet some family. If you
I always say if you are seeing somebody and they don't spend the holiday season with you, that ain't your man. You're on reserve. And he might be seeing somebody else, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're with somebody and he doesn't, you know, I feel like if you don't bring the new year in with the person that you're seeing, then that is not your person. If you don't spend Christmas with the person that you're with, then that's not your person. Ladies, gentlemen, just know that if that person is not around the holidays, that is not your person. I don't think so. Am I wrong for thinking that?
I mean, probably so. Depending on how long you talk to him, because if you was only talking to him for 2-3 months and it's the holidays.
I agree with that.
I'm not
time frame. I agree with that.
Christmas present.
Last year I was just starting to see the person that I'm seeing now currently, and I didn't feel the need to have him around on the holidays because I feel like this is so new and you don't know if it's going to work out. So it was like, all right, let's see where it goes, and maybe next year. And it's so funny because this year he said to me, it's going to be many more Christmases and many more New Years that we'll spend together. Like, but we still spent the holidays together. But still, it was like, there's more. We gonna have more. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess if you see it that way. But I think that some people, travel, and sometimes they don't feel the need. Like, I'm not bringing you to my parents' house because I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying?
But maybe it might also be protecting you. Maybe their parents are crazy or their family is crazy, and they're like, "Yo, I don't want you to see this.
Oh, it's a lot of that.
I
Definitely.
don't want you to see the side of my family."
Yeah, because they a little bit crazy.
Yeah, so I know some people like that too. That just got a lot going on in their family, and they just would rather not involve anybody in that.
There's dysfunctional families.
Yeah, and I think that's
a lot of dysfunction in families that people, don't want people to know. Like, I mean, you don't want to know that your mom was an ex-drug addict, or, your father was a gigolo and got 15 kids. And, it's stuff that you just really don't want people to know. Or you're ashamed or embarrassed. But I wouldn't be embarrassed over what your family members have done. No. Because that's not you.
Yeah,
and that doesn't speak to who you are as a person. Mm-hmm. Does it?
It should speak more that you accept them for the crazy stuff they've done, So it's like, hey, yeah, this is my family. This is why I'm the way I am. So when you see that crazy side, just, you know where it comes from.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy that, I don't know. Your family is your family. You got to love them regardless. But we all have some shady people. I call them outliers, but you do have shady people in your life or in your families, right?
Yes, indeed. We all do. I know we got a couple of them.
Yeah. We won't talk about them. Yeah. I got excited. It's so funny because when you came in here, I was like, oh my God, I got so excited because somebody posted a video of Tammy and Waka. I love Tammy and Waka Flocka, by the way. Mm-hmm. I used to watch their show when it was on TV. I really loved them together. And it broke my heart to hear that they were no longer together and they were broken up. Because I love his mom, too. Mm-hmm. By the way, she looks amazing. Mm-hmm. She lost a lot of weight.
Oh, for real?
Man, I don't know what she's been doing. But Miss Deb, keep doing what you're doing. Because Miss Deb looks great. But I love the dynamic. From watching this show, you just love the dynamics of their relationship. And somebody posted a video of them dancing on the stage and was like, 2024, Tammy and Waka Flocka back together again. And then you was like, he just posted some other girl. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
now I'm heartbroken all over again.
I seen that on my way here.
Oh, my God, because I just love them. But I guess people have to move. I mean, they were together for a long time, right? Because when did she started dating him? When she was working at the store?
Probably before. So probably before we moved here. We moved here in 2012.
Yeah.
So probably maybe like a year or two before that. Because when I seen that, I'm like, I wonder how she met him. Like I said, she used to work at Target with me back in the day when we lived in Baltimore.
Right,
so that's how I know her, And I had reached out to her back then, and she had responded, but, she had a lot going on in her life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love them. I used to watch the show and just watching her daughter grow up on the show and just...
No, Walker seems cool, too.
Yeah, I followed their... So, I mean, like, every relationship, they have their problems. Like, cheating might come into play, family matters, just stuff, her daughter's father not being active in her daughter's life. Like, a lot of dynamics. And I just love them because they were just... One thing that always kept them together was the love that they had for one another. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And even though you've seen her go through trials and tribulations with him being a rapper and, the cheating allegations and that kind of stuff, she's a strong woman. Mm-hmm. And she's Latina and black, by the way. Yeah, so, I mean, but I just love their dynamic. So when I seen that, I was like, why would somebody want to fool me like that? Because I just love them together.
The new year.
I was hoping for 2024. It's just some couples that you want to see back together again. Yeah, and they are one of them. One of the couples that I would love to see together. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Man, I tell you, that broke my heart. Did you hear about the young lady that was pregnant? They're trying to get her on murder charges because they said that she tried to flush the baby's body down the toilet. She went to the emergency room 3 times to say she was having some type of complications. The baby was, I guess, died in her womb. And the hospital sent her home because they had to determine on whether or not, with all these abortion laws and all these crazy laws going around, like people are afraid and don't know what to do. Even the hospitals are afraid.
Was it a no abortion state where this happened at?
Oh man, I don't even know where it happened. Let me see if I can find it. But they're trying to get her on murder because they said she went to the emergency room, I want to say 3 times. And they sent her the first time. I think they did like the heart monitor and said the baby's heartbeat wasn't there. The baby's dead. Sent her home. While she was home, I guess she went to the bathroom and the baby came out and she tried to flush it. I don't know if how do you even know the baby came out? Like for me, I have anxiety. I can't even imagine looking down in the toilet. I would have just probably tried to leave and go to the hospital. That's what she did. She went to the hospital. When she gets to the hospital, they're asking her, where's the baby? And she was like, I guess in the toilet. I don't know. So now they're trying to arrest her saying that she neglect of the baby's body. The baby is dead, people.
Yeah.
And it was dead in utero. So that means in her womb.
Yeah, and she came here 3 times trying to tell y'all something's off, so.
And they wanted to wait to see how they were going to dispose of the baby because all these laws on abortions and stuff. Like, why is this even happening?
That's the hospital fault, if you ask me.
My thing is that why should there be so much pressure for women? This is our damn bodies, and we go through so much to even give birth. You know what I'm saying? We go through a lot to give birth. My girlfriend's daughter just went through hell to have a baby. Like, she had a lot of complications. People think having a baby is easy.
No,
it is not easy.
It look painful and everything.
It's very painful. Anything can happen. The baby could be breech. The baby could stop breathing and lose oxygen if the mother, you know what I'm saying? The placenta can rupture. Like, it's so many complications that can happen for a woman while she's giving birth. And for somebody to come in here and determine whether or not we can have an abortion or not, it's our damn bodies.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
Because the white people are losing their amount. They're gonna become the minority soon, and they're trying to protect that. So I think that's why they made abortions illegal and reversed the Roe versus Wade.
Wow. Yeah, because it was the Republicans that reversed everything. So I feel like your race is going to be extinct anyway. Because Latinos are, there's probably more of us than any race in the United States.
I heard that they were making Mexicans select white on the census. Oh yeah,
so that the census, because they want you to select by skin color.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily the case in Latin culture. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody looks white does not make them white. But they're the dummies that are sitting there. You're being misrepresented in the daggone census because you're choosing the wrong color of you're choosing by the color of your skin and not by your ethnicity. Yeah. Like, how stupid does that sound?
Yeah, I think that's just, they're being swayed to.
Yeah, it's otherwise. I remember when I was in Baltimore, a lady came to do the census because they used to come to your house and help you fill out the forms.
Knock on the door, yeah.
And, she was trying to say that our household was a black household. And I was like, it is, but it's also a Latin household.
Yeah, because they only allow you to choose one. They'll say, like, are you black with non-Latin? I'm like, what if I'm both?
I was like, no, like, no, ma'am, I want to be represented. I live here too.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like that was so unfair. Yeah. Like, if we're using the census to pump money back into our economy, like in our society, our economy, like our communities is what I want to say. If we're using the census to see how many blacks there are, how many Latinos there are, how many programs we need to have, how many, you know what I'm saying? Why are you misrepresenting the count?
Yeah, it's all skewed. They done skewed all the numbers up.
Latinos, just because the color of your skin is white does not mean you're white. You are not white. You are not Caucasian, probably don't even have a drop of Caucasian blood in you. And you out here choosing white. Don't fall for that bull
don't
crap.
listen to that person that's telling you
Don't
that
fall
white.
for that. I can see them overturning Roe versus Wade so that they can control. But
Protect
do white
their
women
numbers.
have, technically, who has the most abortions? What race of women?
I think that they were saying in the recent years, it's been a lot more
White women?
White people.
Oh, wow. Having
Let me
abortions.
double check, though. I'm going to double check.
Yeah, check that, because I'm curious. Because if you're trying to keep your race from having abortions, that's why it's like these states that don't have a lot of blacks in this, Missouri.
Yeah, Alabama,
Texas. Like, yeah, if you think about it, now that you've mentioned it, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. Didn't we just see something about Missouri?
Yeah, Missouri, that's where
They passed a law.
No, there was something that happened there with some pregnancy or something. Oh, is that where Missouri is where the shorty was, right, with the hospital?
No, I don't think so. I don't know what's... no, I'm not going to say I don't think so because I don't remember. I just seen it and I thought I saved it because I like to save stuff like that.
Yeah, I seen
But we just seen something about Missouri.
Yeah, I thought that's where that lady was.
Republicans in Missouri. It was something. What did we see? Based on? I forgot. Check just that fast. Man, the shade room be on my nerves.
Why you say
They're
that?
going to say, roomies, we found here. Here is the tea on Waka Flocka's new bae. Y'all, I want Tammy to be his new bae. I want Tammy to be his new bae for 2024. I told you, Puerto Rican and Brazilian. Didn't I say she was Latina?
Oh, yeah.
Puerto Rican and Brazilian. She is an educator and calls herself Teacher Bae. So she's a teacher. How sweet is that? Is she out of New Jersey?
Yeah, no. So it says 30% whites and 42% for the
For blacks?
for blacks.
So more black women get abortions than white women.
Yeah.
But I can see trying to preserve the race and
Yeah, they're just trying to do everything they can to preserve it. From what I've seen, the conspiracies and everything online, because I dive into those conspiracy loopholes.
I believe in certain conspiracy theories too. And I feel like, you are trying to regulate what a woman does with her body. And I just don't agree to that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, it should be our decision. There's women that get raped, depending on the circumstances. You shouldn't have to. First of all, you only have a short window to get an abortion. And they have to go through a process of asking somebody or, getting permission or trying to meet that window, going out the state and going somewhere else. They was like, you could be arrested.
Yeah, you get locked up for that.
For all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. You can't go
I
out
don't
of
think
state.
that's fair.
I don't think so either.
And people get pregnant on birth control.
Mm-hmm.
You can be on birth control and still get pregnant. Trust me, I know.
Didn't you get pregnant with Zion birth control? Yeah.
That's why I said, trust me,
Mm-hmm.
I know. Like, you can get pregnant on birth control. Like,
Yeah, because it's like a 90%.
what happens in those cases?
It
doesn't matter.
You better have this baby now or you're going to jail.
Man, that just, to me, that really sucks. It sucks. I don't know. I just feel like women, we're just disrespected on so many levels.
Yeah.
When it comes to us. You know what I'm saying? We're disrespected in the workforce because most of us women don't make the same amount of money as our male counterparts. We're always fighting for equality. Like, it's always something that we're fighting over. And I don't think it's fair that we have to fight over certain things. What do you think? Am I tripping?
No, I mean, abortion shouldn't be illegal.
Should never be illegal.
100%. So,
Never.
I mean, that's just the society we live in that is always trying to be controlled by the government,
I just think it's so unfair. Like, there's a woman out here struggling that has taken all the precautions to not have a baby. And here you go dictating.
And telling her she got to have it. Even though
She's
she
gotta
knows she
have
can't
it.
afford it, yeah.
How many parents right now have kids that they don't want that go into the system? No, I'm serious. I don't mean that in a bad. I mean that in a way of that sounded horrible. Didn't it? Like, they don't want. And that's not what I meant. There's women out here. There's women that can't have children that want children, but the adoption rate and the process here in the United States, it takes a long time. It's very difficult. You got to have finances and money. So all that stuff plays into it. So there's a lot of kids in the system right now. If we have parents or mothers that are forced to have children and they're not good mothers and they're not ready to be mothers, you're pushing them to fail.
Yeah.
And what happens to these children? They fail as well.
Yeah, setting them up for a bad life.
For a bad life. Because, I do feel like a woman should definitely consider a man's opinion if she gets pregnant and he doesn't want the baby. I really think that his feelings should be considered, because you're not going to be the only one raising a child. That's unfair to a man. If a man comes to you and says, if a woman comes and says, I'm pregnant, and you don't want the baby, you should be able to say, I'm sorry, but I ain't ready. I don't want the baby. And she should get an abortion. Unless you take the onus on yourself that this is your child, you're going to keep it, but you are 100% responsible for that child.
Yeah, I think that's how it should be too.
You can't force somebody to be a parent. That's what the government is doing. You're forcing women to be in situations where they've taken accountability, been on birth control, maybe still got pregnant, maybe got raped. You don't know this. I think under the circumstances, they should be able to get an abortion.
Yeah, same.
And shouldn't have to go through all the red tape to do that. Like, it's unfair. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, like I said, we always get the short end of the stick, and they're always trying to control us either by money, putting laws in place. Like, it's crazy to me. But you think kids are abused now? Give a lady a kid that don't want one.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think abuse rates are going to do?
Yeah, they're going to increase too. Yep, that. And what was you just saying?
I was just saying, kids into the system, adoption.
Yep, that's going to go up.
In the system, adoption rates might go up. They might. But you're going to have kids that are out here in the foster care system. That's definitely going to go up.
Yep. And then maybe even abuse in the foster care system, because I heard that's a
that is a horrible situation. Kids are molested, violated by their adopted parents. I mean, not adopted parents, but by their foster parents.
Yeah,
Some people foster kids just to get money.
Yeah, just for the money and paycheck.
Like, why are we doing this? Like, this is crazy to me. And how did this even happen? How did this even get passed?
Yeah, who even allowed it? It was a reason that it was the way it was. And then now y'all gonna go reverse
it, and then you don't even ask the American people their opinion.
Yeah.
Did we vote on this? Because I don't remember voting on this.
I don't remember voting on that.
No, we did not. You just came and did whatever the hell you wanted to, and we had to succumb to whatever you told us to do.
Yeah.
It's unfair.
Do you think it would be changed if there was a woman president, that she would change it?
I would hope so.
Yeah, I think that's what it would take for it to be changed.
It would take the president, but even though it's a woman president, and she still has to go through a lot of red tape to even change it back.
It's not even on her. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? She works for the American people.
Yeah, she's just a puppet too. Whoever the president is, just a puppet. Yeah.
And in a society where it's a lot of people that, you can't fight against the odds or you'll be out of there. And I'm going to tell you, if it comes down to being for the American people or having a job and money, they're going to pick job and money.
Every time, because they got to survive too.
Every time, they got to survive. Like, it's sad, but it's the sad truth, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's just the society that we live in. You know what I'm saying?
I think I saw something saying that they're trying to prevent Donald Trump from running for presidency again.
He doesn't need to run at all. No, I'm serious. Like, at the end of the day, like, you almost got impeached.
Yeah.
You almost went to jail. I don't even know how he even beat that. But then you're going to allow him to come run. How does he even have the right to run for president again? Tell me that.
Because he only did 4 years. Don't you get a chance to do 8 years? You get to do 2 terms, right?
He almost got impeached and did a lot of foul,
okay,
right, and did a lot of foul stuff while in office. Like, how do you allow this man the opportunity to go again?
Oh yeah. I mean,
tell me, because I want to know.
Can I be honest right now?
Yeah, be honest. I want full transparency.
I think he's better than Biden. So if we allow Biden to come in here.
Oh my God. I think anybody at this point is. I think that America didn't have a choice.
With Biden?
We really didn't have a choice. It was like him or who else?
Or Trump. It was him or Trump.
Like, who else are we going to pick? We had to go with him.
Yeah, and I'm saying, like, what does that say about us that those are the two people that we're choosing from?
It's the only people we could choose from, though, really. What is it going to look like
This
the
year.
next election?
Ain't the next election this
Yeah, it's
year?
coming up this year.
Yeah.
What is that going to look like?
It's about to be some
Like,
some
for
propaganda.
me, it's like a lot of propaganda. Like, we look horrible as the United States of America, the land of the free. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we going under.
We're just going all the way under. And it's so sad to me because this is the land of opportunity, the land of the free. Everyone wants to come here. Well, I'm not going to say everyone.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that are in their countries and they're doing well, and that's where they want to be.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about poor countries where the opportunity, the money, Dominican Republic, you know what I'm saying? Mexico,
Venezuela,
Honduras, Guatemala,
Ecuador,
Ecuador. Like a lot of Latin American countries, they come here, Latin people come here to work, to send money back to their families. It's a land of opportunity. Mm-hmm. But we look like some clowns. We look foolish. Don't we?
No, you know who really be looking foolish to me?
Who?
The people on the Latinos for Trump. Have you seen the
There's some idiots.
Latinos
I hate to say
for
my
Trump?
Latin people, like at the end of the day, I just said we are not white.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, what the heck? If anybody not supposed to be going for Trump after he was building a wall and shit, like
He's building a wall to keep you out. And here
Exactly.
you are supporting him.
Latinos for Trump. I'm like, yo, what the heck?
It makes no sense to
Yeah.
me. What has Trump done for us that you guys are voting for him? Because there was nothing. The only reason that I would have voted for Trump is because at least he's discriminatory in your face and he ain't gonna lie to you. He's gonna tell
Yeah.
the truth, how he feels about you at the end of the day.
100%. And I think that's maybe why he has the fan base that he does. It's just because he's just so blunt.
It's just so shocking to me. Like the guy that was one of the rude boys that kind of went up into DC.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the guys of this white supremacist party or whatever. He was a Latino. And I'm thinking to myself, like, do you not know that you're not Caucasian? Like, what would make you be a part of this party?
They trying to fit in.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like, I don't know why Latinos think because they look a certain way. Certain people can pass, but at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself.
Yeah.
And in the eyes of God, you know you're not white. So why are you trying to identify as white? That's my concern. Be a person of color because that's who you are and represent your culture and your ethnicity. Like, it just doesn't make any sense for me. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
You're a sellout.
That's sell out.
Stop selling out just because you can pass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, I've seen Latinos even, in different places of business that try to pass as being white.
Mm-hmm.
You're not white. Because if you brought your parents or your family, Latinos, let's just be very honest. Say the company had a picnic and you brought your parents or your uncles and your aunties or whatever, your titis and your tios to the
Company picnic, yeah.
for the company. Guess what? They'll know you ain't white.
As soon as they see your mother.
As soon as they see your mother and father, or they start talking, your mom and dad start talking with their accents, guess what? They gonna know you ain't white. And guess what? They won't feel the same about you because they know you're not white. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let's stop selling out. Be who you came on this earth to be. If you're Latin, be Latin. If you black, be black. You're never gonna fit in. Mm-hmm. It's funny because I was watching a movie. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the movie, but back in the day, black women that could pass for being white, and they would marry white men. Mm-hmm. If the white man found out that you was really black, like they would disown their families and identify as being white. And can you imagine when that white man finds out that you are black, what's going to happen? Now, back then, mm-hmm. What would have happened back then?
Yeah, how are they not knowing?
Because they separate themselves from their families. They don't have no contact with them. They move to a different part. Or maybe the mom and the dad look white as well, so they pass. So the kids pass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to say, I've never seen somebody who's been mixed with black that doesn't look black. To me personally.
Oh, I have.
I haven't.
Oh, I have.
I can always tell. I feel I can always
You can
tell.
always tell.
Yeah.
What is it? Something about their nose?
Nose, yeah. The voice. You look black, my guy.
I can say that I've seen quite a few that can pass
Really?
as white.
I haven't, cause
I've seen some Latinos that can definitely.
really.
Oh my God, can pass as white. Blue eyes, blonde hair. I mean, even in Panama, there's blue eye, blonde hair
Blonde
people.
hair in Panama?
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Yeah, Puerto Rico too. Blonde hair, blue eyes. I mean, it's in every culture. You know what I'm saying? It's in every Latin race. Like you could pass. And I feel like when we become, I love the Selma Hayek's, the other lady, what's her name? That has the accent. The Spanish lady. She's tall. She's on the show with Simon Cowell and
what, like American Idol?
Not American Idol, the other one. Where they come on there and they sing and dance and they're America's Got Talent. What's her name?
I don't know. Let's see.
The Latina. I love her. Like, they're not sellouts. I feel like when you come into Hollywood, you know, they try to fit in and to be, you know, make more money or whatever. They try to be able to pass as white or Latino.
Sofia Vergara.
Vergara, yep.
I have seen her before.
True to her culture. She don't care if you want her to cast her in a part. She's gonna be herself. Selma Hayek too. I love her. That's another one. I feel like the J-Lo's and stuff like that. You be trying to pass for white. You dye your hair blonde.
Think so?
Come on. You dye your hair blonde. J-Lo, when J-Lo first came out, she was a dancer.
Yeah, she was.
Black hair. Little gordita, a little bit chubby. You know what I'm saying? She's morphed into something else over the years. I'm not a hater, but I'm just saying, like, people do things so that they can either get roles cast as a white woman or a Hispanic woman. What roles are you going to see more of? White women. You're not going to see a lot of Hispanic parts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've never seen her playing like a
Latin,
Hispanic in a movie. Now that you say
just
it,
Selena.
Oh, I mean, and that's a big one. So it's like, if she did that, she should be good, right?
I mean, I love J-Lo, but at the same time, I feel like people change their appearance to be able to pass. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I disagree with that. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. So let's move on. I'm sure I get a lot of feedback over that. Because some people...
J-Lo won't comment on that.
J-Lo, I want you to comment. Because I feel like she went from black hair to blonde hair. And I know people over time, you know what I'm saying, change their appearance. Yeah. I don't know. J-Lo was straight Jenny from the block.
From the block, yeah, right.
From the Bronx, okay? I'll say, but it just, you know, you think about women. Okay, so there was what show was this? It was the podcast I was watching earlier today, and it's two women, and they invited their husbands on there, and they were talking about things that they see, and did they feel like it was okay or not okay, right? Oh, sorry, can you hear me? So they were talking about women getting plastic surgery, on their bodies or whatever. And they felt like, you know, they were like, oh, the bodies out here all cookie cutter. Everybody looks the same. But I feel like there's nothing wrong with getting plastic surgery. Especially, I feel like women that have had children. Now, these young girls, y'all ain't had no babies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here just getting all this surgery. You ain't had no babies. But I feel like they said it was insecurity. For women to get any type of work done. And I don't agree with that. I feel like if you have been through some things and had some children, your body, everybody doesn't snap back. Everybody doesn't have that body anymore that you started off with. Some kids ruin your bodies. You got to work at it. You're going to have to be in the gym, or you're going to have to, you know, at a certain age. Why is it not okay for a woman to go improve herself? Why does she have to be insecure?
I mean, do you think that the young ones who didn't have kids, are they insecure?
I think that they are maybe not happy with how they may look, or, you know, I feel like maybe sometimes although the men say they rather have a woman with a natural body, I don't really believe that. I believe that they like what they see in social media.
We like BBLs, but I love BBLs. But I think it's getting overdone, though. I think everybody's starting to look like twins, and I don't like that, though. I'd rather a natural, thick woman than a fake thick woman.
Yeah, like a thick woman. I mean, I feel like if there's something, just like when women used to get breast enhancements, right? I mean, like they weren't happy with their breasts. They had small breasts. They wanted bigger breasts. I don't feel like anything is wrong with that, and I don't feel like it has to do with somebody being insecure.
No, I think it's just imagine if every guy you seen walking around had their body done or had their.
There's men doing stuff too.
No, there is, yeah, for sure. But just imagine if it was super noticeable and you can tell, like, if guys walk around with lip injections, it might just be like, all right, we're tired of seeing this now. Like, be yourself.
But what they don't understand is that it's been going on for forever. It's just that now people now know that it's affordable.
Yeah.
Before, plastic surgery was not affordable.
It was like some Hollywood type of.
Yeah, it was like $20,000-$30,000 for a breast lift. I mean, to get your breasts redone, or to get a tummy tuck. It was $15,000-$20,000 for a tummy tuck. Like now, it's affordable. You can get a tummy tuck for $5,000 to $6,000. You can get your whole BBL contour and everything for $5,000. Like, don't get mad because it's affordable and women can afford to do it. Now, some of these little, young ladies are going into debt trying to get this stuff done. Don't go into debt getting this stuff done. Right. I feel like you should be able to perfect your body if you want to do it. Yeah. I don't feel like it has anything. I don't feel like, oh, she's insecure. They was like, oh, she don't like herself. That's why she got a BBL, and she don't like herself. That's why she got no. I feel like if you're working out, I mean, I feel like even for me, I've been working out all my life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And there's some things about myself that I wouldn't mind changing. I'm just a chicken. Yeah. And just scared to do it. But there's women out here that have been in the gym working their asses off, and they're not building the glutes that they want. They're not building, you know what I'm saying? Their booties that they want. They're not, maybe they're not doing things right. I don't know. But if you're working out and you're not accomplishing your goals and you feel like your stomach's not as flat as you want, go get that work done. If you ain't scared, go get it done. Why not?
Yeah, before they make it illegal.
Right, illegal for you to get it done.
You can't get abortions or work on your body.
But I don't think it has, I feel like, they were trying to say that women were insecure, that people are insecure with how they look or.
I mean, it is an insecurity if it's something you want to change. Because even like in your life when you're like, I need to make more money, it's an insecurity. Anything that you want to change is based on an insecurity of some sort, I imagine.
Why can't it be based on wanting to be better and not being insecure?
But you wanting to be better.
Like I want to be able to, for example, some people don't want to have kids until they're financially stable. Mm-hmm. So in order to make more money, you might have to go to college and get a degree. You might have to win the lottery. Like there's certain things that I don't think it has to do with you're insecure where you are in life now, but that you just want to work towards something better.
Okay, well with money then it's not insecurity, but with
vanity, it looks as vain.
With vanity, I think it is insecurity because you wanting to change something is based on you not being happy with what the universe gave you. Yeah, which would have
that's
to be
true
some type of
too. That's I don't know. They were like women that get BBLs, they insecure, and they getting their lips done. They just want to. I feel like you're just trying to improve yourself.
But a lot of them be fine already.
I'm gonna tell you, I've seen some women that are beautiful before and after just look horrible.
I think so too. We try to save
you done got too many lip injections. Yeah. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Yeah, like, do you really get addicted to that? I don't know.
And that's what it is.
Because I believe in self-care. I believe that if you have the money to go get inject Botox, go do it. Mm-hmm. If you have the money to get fillers, go do it. Take care of yourself because you want to be happy. I don't feel like it's an insecurity in that. Some people just want to look better, and they know that with age, okay, I might have to do this a little bit more often because guess what? I want to look good in my 50s or 60s or whatever. young girls are getting Botox. Botox just ain't for older women anymore.
Yeah.
I'm talking about women in their 30s is getting Botox because their foreheads are wrinkled. What the hell?
That's crazy. I never looked.
I don't
I
have
mean,
no
but I guess
wrinkles
it's
on
just
my
being a
forehead.
guy, though. I've never looked in the mirror and said, "Oh, my forehead looks different."
But there's men getting Botox too.
Yeah, I believe it.
And fillers too.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. You wouldn't believe. They had an example of a guy that went overseas and paid like 60 to 80,000 to get his legs elongated.
I've
We
heard
talked about that
that,
before.
yeah.
And they were talking about that he went one time and he was like 5'9". Then he went back because he wanted to be 6 feet. And I was thinking to myself, this is 30, 40,000. But I guess, it could be some insecurities with being short.
No, he's definitely got insecurities too. Anybody, I think.
Yeah,
It's something
I guess
you want
it
to
makes
change.
sense. Yeah, if
It's
you want
like,
to change something, you might be a little insecure
I would
about how you
feel better
look.
about myself if this looked different. That's insecurity.
But do it. If
Yeah,
that
no,
makes
do
you,
it. I'm
yeah.
not against it.
Yeah,
I'm not
do
gonna
it if it
say
makes you
nothing
feel
either.
better.
But when you got little tiny arms and long legs, we know what
They're gonna
happened.
say we knew you were short. You
Little-
used to be short. My thing is
Little
this:
T-Rex.
you can elongate. Okay, this is my thing. Genetics. When you start having kids, guess what?
They be like, "Well, I'm sure
You're gonna be 6 feet tall. And your kid is gonna be 5'2". Your son gonna be 5'2". Are you gonna pay for him to do it? Like throughout the years, are you gonna pay for your family
For
to
your
look
whole
like they're all
family.
6 feet tall in these pictures, familial pictures, because you was really like 5'4"? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he be like, no, I got these genes from my great grandfather.
Like, right? Like that's crazy to me. Like genetics. If you ugly, your kid's gonna be ugly. Like if you short, your kid gonna be short. If you have a flat ass, your kid gonna have a flat ass. Like if your face is flat, your kid, like genetics.
Yeah,
You can't change genetics, right?
100%.
So here we are out here being, like you said, maybe it's insecurity. We being vain. We want to look good. But just think down the line, when you have a kid, your kid is gonna show your true genetics. They're going to need a nose job. You're going to make them feel bad about how they look because guess what they're going to say? Mom, Dad, why am I short?
Yep.
Mom, Dad, why is my nose fat and your nose not fat? Mom, Dad, why am I bald and you're not bald? Like, these are all hey, I agree with, if you can afford it, go do it. But you have to think in the long run,
Yeah.
your kids are still going to have your genes.
Yeah, and then when they want to use that money you've been saving for college to go get a surgery because they
A
don't like
boob
something
job,
about
a
themselves.
nose job.
Like, look what we done started.
To be taller, you know what I'm saying? When he wants to play basketball, he's too short. What happened to the Spud Webbs out here that were basketball legends? And guess what? Height had nothing to do with it.
For real, though. He
They
was
were
shorter than me.
legends. You know why? Put in the work.
Really, though.
Put in the work. That's what people need to do.
Put in the work.
Put in the work. Go in the gym. If you can, after 2 years, 3 years, you're in the gym and you don't have the results you want, go do it. Go get surgery. Why not?
So how would you feel if somebody you was talking to didn't have a six-pack and then you seen them the next day and they had a six-pack?
I'd be mad as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I don't have a six-pack and I've been working out for the last 2-3 years.
Like, no, I bought this six-pack.
Yeah,
Right
I went to
on.
the gym and I just had lipo. I mean, I went to the doctors and I got
They put
lipo.
this in
But I
separate.
do feel like some people, there's some very hard target areas. Like for myself, I know that, I don't have a six-pack because I've had kids and my body's not the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said if I wasn't a chicken, I'd do it too. Why not? I work at this body every day. You know what I'm saying? I want to look amazing for as long as I can. If they have a surgery where I can get my face snatched, I'm going to do it. Why not? If you have the money, why not? Take care of yourself. Look good for as long as you can look good. There's people out here that look like they've been fighting with demons. You know what I'm saying?
For real, though.
Like really aging way before their time.
I mean, look, I work at the bar and I'm seeing IDs all day. I'd be like, why do you look 50 and you have a fake ID? And I got to tell you, you're not old enough to get in here.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of those out
Really?
here. Yeah.
Because the drugs, the alcohol, that stuff
Alcohol.
ages you, man.
100%.
And it's probably, I don't drink like, I my girlfriend says I can't say that I don't drink because I might have an occasional drink, but I'm an occasional drinker.
Yeah, I think
maybe
you don't
twice a year.
Exactly.
I can count. Last year I had 2 drinks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't consider that being a drinker. But if that's what y'all want to say, I drink because I had 2 drinks last year. Okay, I drank last year.
Yeah.
I had 2 drinks.
No, I think you don't drink because I call myself an occasional drinker.
Yeah.
And that's just because I drink when I want to and I don't.
Like, my girlfriends might peer pressure me to have a shot. Okay, I'm gonna have a shot with y'all, but I'm not gonna sit here and order margaritas.
Shots,
that is just not me. It's not who I am, and I used to indulge back in the day, but not anymore. I just don't like the way it makes me feel.
Yeah.
But they're like, you're still a drinker. No, I'm not.
Nah,
I don't drink.
You be making all that coquito and don't drink none of it.
I don't drink none of it. I tried to get my partner to drink with me. I was like, come on, let's just have a shot. He was like, nope, because he don't drink either.
Yeah.
So it's like, I always ask, when I pray for a man, I always say, bring me somebody
that don't drink,
that doesn't drink alcohol, because I don't drink alcohol. And it's like, I don't want to have to
You've experienced
be
that
forced.
already.
Yeah, I've already experienced like being with somebody that did drink and be like, come on, have a glass of wine. Come on, have a drink. Just one drink. No, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Now it's no peer pressure in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that I love, because there's no peer pressure in having somebody forcing a drink in your face because they drink. I don't like it. So I'm so glad that I don't have to worry about that. But anyway, so they were just talking about the BBLs and the women, the lip injections and getting all this stuff done. And I was like, I don't think it's insecurity, but you're saying you agree with them. It is some form of insecurity.
Some form. It might not be extreme insecurity or something, but to change anything about yourself that isn't anything about yourself physically, I feel is some type of insecurity.
Okay. I can kind of agree to that, but I feel like if you are confident enough to own it and you want to get it done,
and
do it.
Yeah, because I support it. Like I said,
make yourself happy.
BBLs, but everybody's starting to look
everybody, it is, because the women out here, they either have their lips are fully injected, their butts are fully injected. Like, it's not, everybody has an hourglass figure. That's just not the norm.
Yeah, it feels fake. Like, I watched videos from like the early 2000s and 90s. Like, the natural bodies look way better than everybody looking the same.
Everybody looks the same. Yeah. And like you said, people are going to the same doctors. Let me tell you something. One thing I can say is that if you are going to get plastic surgery, say, for example, you want to get a BBL or you want to, get some lipo, don't let any doctor tell you how you need to look. You tell them how you want to look. Mm-hmm. And if they can't accomplish how you want to look, because I feel like you say you want to get this done and then they want to add hips to you. Like, that's why everybody has the same shape, because like every woman is not hippie. Why do you have to give them, what's wrong with the hip dips? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, this whole concept of getting stuff work done and then the doctor is telling you how you should look. I don't think that should never be the case.
Yeah.
You need to tell the doctor how you want to look. And if he or she cannot accomplish how you want to look, because maybe that would eliminate everybody looking the same. Because you should be able to tell the doctor, like, I like my hips the way they are. Why do I have to have injections in my hips? Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, don't let them determine how you're supposed to look.
Don't let them sculpt you.
Yeah.
You choose how you want to look.
You choose how you're paying for this. You're paying for it. Like, if you don't want to have hips, I couldn't imagine going and then they're giving me hips because I'm already hippie. Like, what pants am I going to wear? How many sizes am I going to go up? Because for me, it's size to me. Like, I'm a size 6. I'm great. I'm a great size. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm conformed. My body I'm good. Like, at the end of the day, I don't want to be walking around here looking like it don't belong. Like, which one of these 3 things don't belong? One of these things don't belong. Remember that game? People used to play. Oh, maybe it was back in my era. But I don't know. I just feel like, ladies, if you feel like, and gentlemen too, because men are getting chest done. There's men out here getting BBLs too.
Yeah, I heard about that as well.
Like, if you're not comfortable with how you are, go ahead and make yourself comfortable, because you got to live with yourself at the end of the day. Nobody should determine what beauty is. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and you can be the beholder for your own beauty.
For your own self.
For your own self. So do whatever makes you happy. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on. I want to move on to, you sent me something about the baby boomers and their struggles currently. Like, there's a lot of homeless baby boomers right now.
Yeah, they said that that's the highest percentage of homeless people are
baby boomers. And I'm talking about people being homeless like at 60 and 70 when they're supposed to be retired.
After they don't work their whole lives.
But the one thing that I noticed, and now the article that you sent me, it was actually a YouTube video. I'm going to recommend that y'all go out there and listen to this. We're going to post it in the thing. Yeah, we'll put it in the description of YouTube. Yes, let's put it in the description, because one thing about it is that this guy talks about 401ks, pension plans, when they kind of went away in the 80s, how 401ks got started, why companies went away. So with the pension plans, we all know that pension plans were created by employers, and they were the ones contributing into the pension plans. And employees can contribute up to a certain percentage too. But it was controlled by the employers. 401ks, the employee.
Yeah, they're like, you do it.
You do it. Now the onus is on you. You put in a certain amount, we're going to match up to maybe, some companies don't match at all.
Yeah.
Some companies match up to like 3% or 6%. It just depends on the company. But the onus is on the person saving the money. But I'm going to just be honest, I don't contribute to a 401k because I'd rather take my $40,000 that I save and put that on another property for my retirement. Build my real estate repertoire, right? Because at the time it's time for me to retire, what is $400,000 going to do for me?
Yeah.
I ain't even going to tell y'all what I make, but I'm going to tell you, it's a struggle.
She's like, I ain't going to last but 2 years.
I ain't even going to last because I know what I make today.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable. But I know that the way I know that in the future I won't be able to spend money like I spend it, but I buy whatever the hell I want when I want to. And there's probably not no way to live my life, but I'm living my life the way I want to live it. So live it how you want to live it. Don't judge me. I'm living mine how I want to live it. If I want to buy them shoes, I'm going to buy them. If I want to buy the jewelry, I'm going to buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I might not make it to tomorrow. So I want to live my life to the fullest now. When I go to retire, even if I have $200,000 in the bank, that is not going to last, especially for a person that makes six figures. That is not going to last. Maybe not even a year or two. You take a couple, what is retire? I think people have to look at what retirement means to them.
Yeah. Like, how do you want to enjoy your retirement?
How do you want to enjoy your retirement? Do you want to be on the beach somewhere sipping mimosas in the morning every time you get up? Walk out to the beach, in the morning and do yoga and Pilates. Like, that ain't reality for everybody. Retiring means you're going to be at home. Some people ain't. I'm going to be very honest. I don't see my future retirement traveling the world. I've already done that.
Yeah.
That is not what I want to do. I don't want to go to Jamaica every year. I don't want to go to Costa Rica every year. Like, I live in a beautiful country already. That's paradise. Why would I want to go to somebody else's country when I can live in my own? I can live in Panama, and that's paradise for me. Why would I want to go somewhere else? Like, traveling the world is not my cup of tea. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of traveling either.
So I think people need to look at, what do you plan on doing at retirement? I see myself working probably for as long as I can, because I feel like an idle mind is not good.
Exactly.
An idle body is not good. But how many days could you spend in the gym? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Retired.
No, they say that your body deteriorates when you stop working and you're using it. So
your mind too.
Yeah, your mind.
Like,
more than anything, your mind.
Dementia, things settled in. For me, I'm single. Why would I want to be home every day with no one to talk to? All day, I'm going to wake up and talk to Carlos every day. I already talked to him now. Like, I don't want to do that. But some people want to travel. Like, that is not fun for me. I want to be in my own bed.
Yeah. Me too.
So I think we need to look at, as we start to plan for retirement, I think that we need to look at how we plan on retiring. Like, what do you plan on doing for your retirement? And, do you have a partner to share with? Because just imagine if you got a 401k and your partner got 200,000 in there, and you got 200,000, that's only 400,000 for two people. They say healthcare expenses are going to be over 200 and something thousand a year.
Yeah, I seen that in that article, and I was like, wow, that little
Man,
400,000 ain't doing nothing.
if anything, what I recommend to people 45 and older is invest in your body. Invest in your mind.
So that you don't need that.
So you don't need to worry about healthcare. Like, things come up, we know that. I just had a surgery that cost $30,000.
Crazy.
For 1 hour.
Yeah, I was about to say, it didn't even take an hour, to be honest.
An hour surgery, guys, $30,000.
$30,000.
Please invest in preventative. Get yourself in the gym. Eat healthy. Stop eating stuff that's not good for you. Stop eating fast food. That shit is not good for you. And I'm not going to say sometimes, I want McDonald's French fries too. But don't do it every week. Do it once a month. Go out to eat once a month. You know what I'm saying? If you go out to eat, make healthy choices. Like, there's so much you can do. But it's like, we're not investing. You got to invest in your body, because that's what's going to keep you living. And it's going to keep you debt free from medicine. So they said just the average person over 50 taking diabetic medication, diabetes, you know what I'm saying? People have cancer medications. Like, oh my God, we got to really take care of our bodies going into, because I don't know if people know that Social Security we're putting into Social Security for the generation after us. Yeah. The baby boomers put in for the generation before them, and guess what? Now they have nothing.
Yeah, baby boomers have nothing.
But their mothers and fathers were able to retire off of their money.
Yeah, it's because our generation
isn't
working. Yeah.
Millennials are not working.
No, I haven't.
There's not enough people putting into the Social Security fund to maintain it and make it what it was years ago.
Exactly. And what you were mentioning as far as with the government taking IOUs out of that, because they're like, oh, we're going to have this money forever sitting right here.
The government took out President Bush. It started with Ronald Reagan taking money out of the Social Security fund. Then presidents after him were doing the same thing. You're taking money and we're not putting in enough to keep it going. Yeah, it's taking from it, and guess what? We're not replenishing it at the same rate or the same speed. So now us, they said 2034.
34, yep.
Gone. That's 10 years from now, guys. 10 years from now. I'm supposed to be retiring 10 years from now. Yeah. I ain't going to be able to retire. I'm going to keep working. Seriously, that's why you have to find other means of retiring. Either take your little bit of money and go to a foreign country, get a visa to live in that country, take a skill with you. Hey, if you're a locksmith in the United States, you could be a locksmith in Italy, Sweden, Denmark, wherever you want to go. If you have a skill, if you're a plumber in the United States, you can be a plumber in those countries. That's why it's good to have a skill and not a college education.
Yeah, because at college, they can be like,
because you have to go through. If I wanted to be an occupational therapist in Panama, I would have to go through there.
Again, this is true.
Maybe take a couple classes. Even people coming from there and coming here to be doctors, you have to go through the curriculum here and make sure you got all your credits, everything. If not, you got to go back to school. Same thing. You got to have a skill. If you're a contractor here, you can be a contractor there.
Yeah, show them what you done did.
Exactly. Like, you have to think about ways to make money in other countries, or even establishing a business. It doesn't cost as much there as it does here to establish a business. Like, why would you want to stay in a country that you're not going to be able to retire here? It's going to be crazy money to retire. We have to think about poor baby boomers. They're homeless.
Yep. Damn.
A large population of baby boomers are homeless right now. That is really sad.
Yeah, and to end up homeless at 50, 60 years old with nothing you can do.
It's nothing you can do.
Yeah,
and And if you don't have kids, what are you gonna do? I'm sorry, but I'm coming to one of y'all house. I don't care which one. If I ain't got no money, I'm coming over there to live until I die. You know what I'm saying? So definitely think about other means of income. Do not count on Social Security to get you through, because it's not going to happen. 2034, they said it's going to be depleted. It might not be no money in the Social Security fund.
The apocalypse begins.
I'm definitely going to post this video because I feel like people need to understand 401ks, because they said even when you get ready to retire, a certain percentage goes to the IRS.
Yep.
And the percentage of tax, guess what? It was somebody that had 550,000, or no, they had 850,000, 250 went towards
fees.
Taxes.
Yep, fees and taxes. Yep.
Guys,
And it's like, yeah.
Don't pour your money in that damn 401k. I swear, it's not.
And with the stock market being down right now, that 401k is not looking nice.
It's not looking nice at all. I'm serious. Like, think about it. Do your own research. Don't listen to Titi. I'm just saying, do your own research. Make sure that you are educating yourself. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing guaranteed or promised. The market can crash, and so can your 401k. And guess what you'll have? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Zero. When you could have took that money that you were investing every year and taking that money and building real estate.
Real estate,
investments. Business investments. Putting it back, buying funds, mutual funds, whatever. A Roth. Like, you got to think of other ways to make money.
Create that passive income.
You have to. So with that being said, we're going to end there with the thing. We're going to post the video.
Post the clip in there, yep.
Please go out there and watch it. It is very important. At Titi's House Podcast, remember you can follow us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify and iHeartRadio. Our snippets are on Titi's Podcast on Instagram. On TikTok, I'm getting more views on TikTok, by the way. They're going up.
And YouTube,
and
snippets been going.
It's been going up too. Oh, that's great. And then, of course, on TT's House Podcast on Facebook. Yep. All right, so keep following us. Make sure you like, follow, and share, because people are like, I've been watching, but you're not liking. So make sure to like, follow, and share. Until the next episode, thanks for watching.